everybody, and welcome back. I hope you all had a great weekend and are looking forward to a fun week ahead. If you have not already, please complete the assignment that was posted on Thursday. We did not have class, we just had an assignment. So if you haven't already, please be sure to do that, and thank you for everybody who has already done that. We're going to keep it going, so we're going to keep building off of what we've already learned. Last time we did a bit of a flow style of class, and we're definitely going to keep building off from there. We're going to add in some fun balancing poses at the end, and yeah, we're going to have a good time. So let's go ahead and get started. Everybody, let's meet on our mat. Starting, as usual, with our grounding, just bringing our attention here into our body, into the now. If you haven't already, and if it's something you like, go ahead and put on some relaxing music. And one of the students mentioned that she puts on a diffuser with some essential oils, and I think that's a great idea. If you guys have essential oils or a diffuser, it definitely helps. I feel like they're very beneficial to help bring that sense of smell into the equation, and yeah, I think they're helpful. So if that's something you would like to do, feel free to add in some essential oils. All right, so let's get started. Finding a comfortable seat here. Go ahead and close down the eyes. Just begin to bring your attention here and now into the body. Releasing the outside world just for a bit. It'll be there when we come back after class. So just spend a few moments for yourself, releasing all else for now. So go ahead and bring that attention to your breath. And we're going to start with the color visualization. So picking a color today, and begin to watch that color as it moves in through your body, filling up your lungs and all the way down to your belly. And exhale, watch that color as it's released. Let's take 9 more breaths like that, just inhaling nice and easy. And exhale, nice and easy. 8 more, keep it going. Inhale, bring in all the good energy, everything that you need for today, and exhale, releasing anything that may not serve you. Again, inhale, nice and big. Bring in all the good vibes there, and exhale any negativity or stress. Inhale, still watching that color, and exhale. Let's get 4 more, nice and easy. Inhale, and exhale. 3 more, inhale, last 2, inhale. Remember to let the space soften. Space in between the brows soften. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And nice big exhale. Very good. Let's keep it going with our wrist circles. Just warming up the wrists. Remember, if it's uncomfortable to stay in the seated position, you could add a little bit of support underneath the hips to elevate the hips. Go ahead and reverse those circles. Good, and let's go ahead and open and close the hands. Warm up the fingers. Good, just get a few more here. Very good, and release. Let's go ahead and just roll out those shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. Releasing any tension, any stress in those shoulders. And reverse, other direction. Let's go forward. Very good, and release. Let the shoulders just relax. Hands gently on the knees here. Let's go ahead and start with some nose circles, so also neck circles. Starting with the nose right in front of you, create a nice circle over towards your right, down towards your chest, around towards the left, and up towards the sky. Let's get 4 more this direction. As small or as big as you'd like those circles. 3 more. Feeling into each side of the body. Seeing where you feel this most. Last 2. And 1 more. Back it around. Very good. Once you make it to the top, switch directions over towards the left, down and across the chest, over towards the right. Nice and easy. Let's get 2 more. And last one down and around. You'll finish off at the top. Very good. Just let that head come back to neutral. Continuing with the next stretches, just right ear comes towards the right shoulder. Feeling that all along the left side. Remember to keep the shoulder down. See if it's trying to pop up, keep it down. You could also reach those fingertips out towards the side to intensify or amplify this stretch. And if not, keep it on the thigh. There's no need to do it if it doesn't feel good. Inhale, let's bring it back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. Maybe reaching the fingertips out toward the side if it feels good. Noticing the shoulder there. Is it trying to lift? Keep it down. Good. More seconds. And inhale, lift. We're going to do that twice more each side. Right ear, right shoulder. 10 seconds. Maybe walk the finger out towards the side. Finding the breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. A couple more seconds here. Inhale, center, left ear, left shoulder. Maybe the fingertips come out. Almost there. Last few seconds. And inhale up. Last one. Right ear, right shoulder. 10 seconds here. Up. Last one, left ear, left shoulder. Feel into the right side of that neck. Very good. And inhale up. Let's do some torso rolls. So some body rolls here. Just drop it forward, over towards the right, back and around, and over towards the left. Do 5 each direction, just moving into the spine here, moving into the hips, waking up the body nice and easy. Let's do 1 more, and back and around, switch sides. So rotate the direction. How's that torso feeling? How's that back feeling in the hips? Good. Get 1 more. Very good. So we're going to meet in our tabletop. Knees are underneath the hips. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Remember our cues. Remember our hands should be nice and wide, using all 10 fingers, not crashing into the wrists. Knees are underneath those hips. Let's move through our cat-cow. Okay, so drop the belly, point the tailbone, inhale, lift. Exhale, point the tailbone under, navel squeezes up towards the spine, chin drops towards the chest. Let's get 4 more. Inhale, lift, cow pose. Exhale, under. The angry cat here. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, under. Good. So we're going to move through our T-spine stretch, our thread the needle stretch. We're gonna do 5 repetitions again. So shift the weight into the right hand, reach that left arm up towards the sky, thread the needle, left arm comes underneath the right. Just touch down for a second, and let's inhale back up towards the sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Last 2. Inhale up. Exhale, under. Last 1. Nice and big. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Very good. Inhale back up to reset. Drop it down. Shift the weight into that left arm. Reach that right arm up and twist it under. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale up. Exhale, under. Last 2. Inhale, lift. Stretch it up. Maybe look up. Exhale, under. And last 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift to reset. Exhale, drop it down. Go ahead and push your hips back, finding our child's pose. Bring that forehead down towards the ground. Enjoy this stretch to the side body here. Maybe get those hips a little lower. If it feels more comfortable for you, you could widen up the knees. Bring that gaze up towards your hands and walk them over towards the right hand side of your mat. And maybe that right hand comes off the mat a bit. Just drop the forehead down. Good, a couple more breaths. Good, inhale, lift, and bring it back to center. Go ahead and walk it over towards the opposite side, towards the left side. Maybe that left hand comes off the mat. Try to keep both hands nice and solid into the mat. Try to draw that opposite shoulder down, and then drop the head. Breathe here. Couple more breaths. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk it back to center. So we're gonna bend at the elbows here, bringing our elbows onto the mat and making this prayer position with our hands. From there, begin to shimmy or walk out those elbows a little bit more. Create some space through the back of the arms here, into that armpit, into the side body. Walk it forward, your hands are still in prayer position, and then begin to bring your forehead down. Bend at the elbows, bring the prayer just below the base of the skull here. Stretch out those triceps. Hang out here, 5 long, deep breaths. If it's too intense, walk the elbows back. If you want to amplify, walk the elbows forward. Couple more breaths here, almost out of it. Good. Release the hands back onto the mat. Bring them to closer to your body to help lift you up here. All right. So we're going to go in and walk ourselves back to our tabletop. We're going to begin to lift up off the mat here. Fingers are nice and wide. Push the mat away from you. Stay nice and strong and active through those arms. Tuck our toes under. They should be hip width apart. Check it out. Good. And go ahead and inhale. Exhale, lift up off the mat. So remember to breathe. We're going to stay here about 10 seconds, just hovering those knees off the ground. You can lift a little higher if you need to challenge yourself. Stay just a few inches off the mat. Keep that core nice and tight. About 5 more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. Gently drop the knees down. Push it back. Put child's pose. Good. Inhale forward. Tuck the toes under. They should be about hip width apart. Inhale, exhale, lift off, hold here, couple breaths, and we're gonna push it back into our downward dog. Are we active through those hands? Are we active through our shoulders and our arms? Take an inhale, exhale, release. Push those hips high up into the sky, finding our first downward facing dog of the day. Maybe the back of the legs are a little tight, that's okay. They'll get a little bit loose as class goes on. Keep the ears in between the biceps, your gaze should be back. Check out your fingers, or just be aware of your fingers rather. Are you using all 10? Are a couple lifting off the mat? Let's try not to do that. Couple more breaths in this downward dog. Come high up on your toes, lift those heels. Exhale, gently drop the knees down, push it back, child's pose. Keeping the arms up overhead or maybe bending through the elbows, releasing through the triceps. Couple more breaths. Exhale, release. Good, lift up. Tabletop. Active through the hands, active through the arms. Tuck the toes under. Lift to hover for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, downward dog. Go ahead and walk your dog. Bending left and right, left and right. Just opening up through the back of the legs here. We're going to begin to gently walk our feet up to meet our hands here, meeting in this tabletop position. You could bend the knees if you need to. That's just fine. Bring your hands up on your shins or your thighs. Inhale, half lift. Create this straight line with the back. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Good. Keep the head and the arms heavy. We're going to ragdoll our way up. Visualize stacking one vertebrae on top of the next till we make it to the top. Head is the last to rise. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Keeping the arms up overhead, go ahead and grab your left wrist. Point the hand up into the sky and begin to dip over towards the right as we bump our hips over towards the left. Just like other postures, we want to make sure we're in 2 planes of glass. Notice if you're crouching forward or spiraling up, we don't want that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, grab that right wrist, bump the hips over towards the right. A nice side body stretch here. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift. Grab the left wrist, just stretch it over towards the right, bump the hips over towards the left. And inhale, exhale, switch sides. Good, inhale, lift. We're still at the front of our mat. Let's exhale, swan dive. It's where we push the wall away. Our core is nice and tight. Come down with a straight spine. Good, inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, head releases, neck releases, arms release, ragdoll your way up. Head is the last to rise, taking it nice and easy on the way up. Inhale, lift those arms. Good, keep the arms up overhead. We're gonna do a slight back bend here. So let's go ahead and bring our hands into prayer position up overhead. Squeeze the glutes. This is gonna protect that low back. So tighten your glutes. Arms up, inhale, exhale, just barely open up through the chest. Then you look up, inhale, lift. Very good. Exhale, swan dive. Core is tight. You come down with a straight spine. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Very good. We're going to take a nice big step with our right foot all the way back to the end of our mat. We're in this low lunge position. Check out your knee. That should be about 90 degrees. We don't want to be caving forward. It's okay if your knee is a little bit forward, but we don't want it extremely bent forward. Stay high up on those back toes. We're almost there. Good, and gently drop back down that back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift, holding that ball of energy up overhead. Nice and tight here. Kind of gently squeeze your inside of your legs together. Help stabilize. Push that back foot into the ground. Hold this ball of energy. Good. Bring the hands forward. We're gonna tuck your back toes back underneath. So we're lifting that back knee off the ground. Drop your hands and step your left leg back. Downward dog. Couple breaths here. Now, we're gonna shift our weight into our left foot. Bring your right foot up. Hold there. And bring that right knee in towards your chest. Look between your hands. Step that right leg through. So now we're on a low lunge on the other side. Right? So check out that front knee. We should be high up on our back toes. Breathe. And go and gently drop that back knee. Untuck the toes. Active through the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're holding that ball of energy up overhead. Keep your core tight. Couple breaths here. And exhale, release. Very good. Tuck our back toes under, finding that low lunge again. What we're gonna do is shift our weight into our front foot and step our back leg forward. So shift your weight and step it forward. We're in that tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, release. Ragdoll your way up. Head is the last to rise. And inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Very good, everybody. That was our sun salutation. So that sequence there is known as a sun salutation. There's a couple variations of sun salutations, so that is one of them. That is our flow for today. We're going to do it another time, maybe even twice more. We're going to finish off with some balancing. But yeah, good job. That was your first sun salutation. Maybe you all have heard of that before, maybe not. Either way, great job. So here we go. We're going to do it again. So ground down through the feet. Let's go ahead and lift all 10 toes up, spread them out, and drop them down. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Keep that core tight. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, and step the right leg back. We're high up on those back toes. Our knee is just about at a 90-degree angle. If you want a bit of a challenge, you can stay up. You do not have to drop the back knee. To modify, we're dropping the back knee. I'll show you what it's like to be lifted here through the back leg. So we're active through the legs. Inhale that ball of energy up towards the sky. A few breaths here. Again, know that you can always drop that back knee to modify, or just if that's what the body's feeling for today. Inhale, exhale, bring those hands down to frame the front foot. Drop the hands on the ground so we can step our left leg back into downward dog. Good. We're going to shift our weight into our left foot. Bring that right foot up. Inhale, exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step it through. We're on this low lunge on the other side. Again, you could drop the back knee if you'd like to modify. You could keep the back knee up to amplify. So stay nice and strong here. We're holding that ball of energy. Breathe. A couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands down to frame that front foot. We're going to shift our weight into our right foot as we step our left leg forward, meeting in this forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. What we're going to do now is reverse swan dive. You could also ragdoll up. So for a reverse swan dive, you slightly bend the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive those arms up into the sky. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Very good. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to work on some other fun stuff. You may feel some heat rising in the body. It's definitely an active flow, getting that energy going. This is really good to do to start out the day. Maybe you have the window open. You can do some sun salutations into the sunrise. Really good for generating energy. All right, let's get our last round in. Meeting in that mountain pose. Spread the toes out, lift them up. Drop all 10 back down, grip the mat. Little micro bend in the knees to inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, reverse swan dive, or just swan dive, excuse me. Push the walls away, core tight. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Let's step our right leg back. Knee can be dropped, knee can be lifted, either way. Let's inhale those arms up into the sky. Active through the fingers, we're holding a ball of energy here. Good, inhale, exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. We're gonna keep our hands planted on the mat, nice and strong, to put our left leg back to meet the right. Downward dog. Inhale, bring that right foot up. Exhale, bring that knee close to the chest. Look between your hands, step that right foot in between the hands. Back knee can be dropped, it can be lifted. Let's inhale, bring the arms up into the sky. Hold that ball of energy nice and strong. Good, inhale, exhale, frame the foot with the hands. Shift the weight into that front leg. Step the back leg through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. We're gonna reverse swan dive or ragdoll. Either way, bend the knees, and the inhale will all meet at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Good job, everybody. So we're done with our flow. We're gonna go ahead and move into some balance postures. So let's go ahead and meet on our mat. If you have a hard surface next to your mat, you can step off. That may add a little bit more balance. But either way, let's meet. We're gonna start off with tree pose. So let's go ahead and shift our weight into our left foot. But first, let's lift up our left toes, spread them out, and then drop them down. Get grounded through those toes. Now bend your right foot, okay? And bring the right heel onto the calf there. The right toe should be on the ground. So this is the base of our tree. This is the base of our balancing posture. From here, go ahead and bring those hands to the heart and close down the eyes just for a few seconds here. Notice how closing down the eyes kind of challenges your balance a lot. You begin to maybe sway a little bit. So this is a fun place to be, a great place to be. Go ahead and open up the eyes. If you want to go further, go ahead and bring that foot onto the inside of the calf there. So the right leg is bent out towards the side, and I'm making a little triangle here. And notice if you're pushing your hip out towards the side, or if you're pushing the leg, you want to stay grounded through the straight leg as well. So stay nice and upright. Try not to bump that hip out towards the left side. Bring the hands down. You can try closing your eyes if you'd like, or you could just stay here. Notice if this is a little bit more challenging. Good thing is to get a drishti, so find a spot on the ground or maybe on the wall in front of you, and focus on that. That should help you bring your attention here. Okay, if this feels good, stay here. If you want to go a little bit further, you can reach down, bring that foot on the inside of the thigh. Again, we want to make sure we're not bumping our hip out towards the left. Engage that leg, even engage that thigh. The thigh should be pushing against the foot as well, just like the foot is pushing against the thigh. So create that balance there. Bring the hands at the heart center. Maybe grow your branches, maybe reach out towards the side, adding a little bit more of a challenge there. Maybe reach them up towards the sky. Staying nice and strong here. We're almost done, about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try to come out of it just as slow as you came into it. And go ahead and walk out the feet. So just walk it out a little bit. We're going to do the other side. So let's go ahead and lift up our right toes, spread them out, and drop them back down. Starting at the base of the tree, our right heel comes on the inside of that, or excuse me, our left heel comes on the inside of that right foot, right ankle. And our left toes are on the ground. Go ahead and bring our hands towards our heart. close down the eyes. Notice how a little bit more challenging that is. Noticing just the gentle sway of the body, the natural sway of the body. And gently open up the eyes. So staying there if you'd like, that's perfectly fine. Or maybe bringing that foot towards the inside of the calf. Hands at heart center, find that focus point. Hold here just about 10 seconds. Remember to focus on your breath. Good, and gently release. Good, so staying there or moving up for a little bit more of a challenge. Maybe staying with the foot on the calf, or maybe reaching down to bring that foot towards the inside of the thigh. Hands at heart center, or maybe growing your branches. Whatever feels best for you today, whatever kind of tree you would like to be today is perfect. Let's hang out here just about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, let's come into it just as controlled as we got into it. Good job, everybody. So that was our balance sequence for today. Let's go ahead and make our way onto the mat, onto our sit bones, and all the way onto our back. We're gonna begin to relax a bit here. So go ahead and bend your knees and bring them up towards your chest. Get the back of your head flat on the mat and start to just make some rolls or some circles with the knees, rolling out the back there. So just giving your body a gentle massage, reverse the direction. Just pulling it down here, bringing in some more restorative postures, not so active. Good, and release. So you're gonna go ahead and release just your left leg, extend it out, keep that right knee in towards the chest. I want you to interlace on the back of the shins there, or the top of the knee. You could also use the grip, maybe holding onto your pants, bringing that knee close in towards the chest. From here, go ahead and roll out that ankle, the right ankle. And reverse. Very good. You're going to extend that right leg into the sky, maybe holding on the back of the thigh, the side of the pants. Wherever you are is perfect. Let's use our breath. Inhale and exhale. Gently bring that leg closer in towards the body. And inhale, release it a bit. Exhale, bring it a little closer in towards the body. Just using our breath as a tool here to help us get a little further. Inhale, release. Last one. Exhale, bring it closer into the body. Notice that bottom leg should not be lifted up off the mat. Keep it nice and solid, planted into the mat there. And gently bend through that top leg and drop it out towards the right for a little hip opener here. Using the support of that hand to keep that knee up. Using your opposite hand to keep the opposite hip down. Hold here a couple breaths. Breathe into the hips. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Opposite hand guides that knee across your chest here. Reach your right arm out towards the side to keep you planted into the ground. Try not to twist open towards the left. Just a gentle spinal twist here. Nice and easy. How's the body feeling? Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, gently release. Opposite knee comes in towards the chest. So our left knee comes in towards the chest. Hold nice and tight. Bring it as close as you can in towards your body here and begin to roll out that ankle, that left ankle. Switch directions. Good. Extend that leg up into the sky, holding on the back of the thigh, maybe on the sides of the pants here, or maybe even way up towards your calf. Wherever you're at is perfect. So use the breath. Inhale, release it away from the body, and exhale, draw it closer in. Check out your bottom leg. It should be on the mat. Inhale, release. Exhale, draw it closer in. And again, inhale. Last one, exhale. Just hold it here. Enjoy that stretch. Very good. Bend through that top leg, using your hand to draw it out towards the side. Use your other hand to keep that hip down. Breathe. Good. Inhale, center. Opposite hand guides the knee across the body. Reach that left arm out to keep you from twisting open. Keep the shoulders down. Gently work into that spinal twist. A couple breaths. Good. Inhale, lift. And bring both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little bit of a massage again here. Switch directions. We're going to finish off with the mini back bend. It's called a bridge. So it's going to drop our feet down. They should be at least hip width and just slightly wider. Don't let your knees come in towards each other. Keep them stacked above the ankles. And it's going to inhale, lift your hips up off the ground. Squeeze your glutes. We're nice and active through our glutes here. Check out your knees. Did they try to come in? Did they try to go out? Keep them stacked above the ankles. Check your feet. Are they nice and flat on the mat? Are your toes lifting? Are your heels lifting? Keep them flat. Good. Breathing into the low back here. Maybe you feel it there. It's a little back bend. You want to make sure your shoulders aren't tucked underneath, so make sure they're out and flat. Your chin is towards your chest. A couple more breaths. Take an inhale and exhale, starting from the top of the bridge, so starting near your upper back, slowly drop one vertebrae down, all the way down till you make it to the tailbone. And then just windshield wiper your legs. Let your knees fall left and right. Good, we're gonna do it again. So feet are hip width and just a little wider. Make sure our shoulders aren't tucked underneath. They're nice and flat. Inhale, bring the hips up off the ground. Active through our glutes. So if you feel them, they should feel active. Breathing into the low back here. Keep those knees right above the ankles. Chin towards the chest. We don't want to be looking left and right here. Keep that gaze up towards the sky. Protect your neck. About 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One vertebrae at a time. Bring it on down to the tailbone. And then just windshield wiper the legs, left and right. Very good. We are done. Let's go ahead and finish off with our relaxation. So find yourself in the middle of your mat here. In your Shavasana. Whatever your Shavasana is today is perfect. Could be out, your arms could be way out towards the side, feet can just fall open here, or you could keep your knees bent. Wherever you're at, let's all meet in Shavasana. Close down the eyes. Get out any fidgeting that you may need to do. Maybe you need to fix your clothing. Maybe you have an itch. Maybe you don't feel super comfortable. Go ahead and adjust if you need to. Once we get all our fidgeting out, let's just let the body relax. Let the body rest just for a bit. Again, no need, nowhere to go, nowhere to be except for right now, for this moment. Letting your body just soften into the mat, into the ground. Let it become heavy here. Let your face relax. Let your jaw relax. Maybe It even opens just a bit, maybe a little space in between your lips. Just relaxing that jaw. Notice if your shoulders are up and tense. Just let them release. How is your core? Is your core up and active, or are you letting it relax? Let your feet just fall out towards the side, and let your hands curl naturally, your fingers rather. And then begin to focus inward. Maybe just bringing the attention to the breath. Or maybe trying the Ujjayi breath that we learned. Or maybe using a mantra, so a word or a phrase, something that you're trying to draw into your life. Maybe love, friendship, happiness, success. Maybe choosing one of those words to focus on and just say it to yourself. Maybe you could tune in so deeply and so far in that you could feel your heart beating for you. The gentle pulse. Just a couple more breaths here. Allowing the body to absorb the practice, the time that you spent on it. Before we continue on our day. Very good. Let's all finish off with one deep inhale and exhale. So we're going to inhale nice and deep for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale through the mouth. Let's try that one more time. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale through the mouth. Very good. Just bring some movement into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, gently opening up the eyes. Maybe roll the ankles, roll the wrists. Maybe taking those arms up overhead for a nice big stretch like you just woke up in the morning time. And exhale, release. Good. Finding your way over towards the side and gently bringing yourself up to a seated position. Great. And we are done for today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for following along. And I hope you enjoyed class today. I hope it helped make you feel a little bit more relaxed. Remember to complete the review questions post-class, and thank you all for continuing along on the journey so far. Everyone's doing great. So with that, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.